Hello. Wasn't that fun? Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. That light's going to be a bit annoying, isn't it? Look, 5 seconds. Too dark? Yeah. If I do that, it's going to be really, really shiny. You're not going to see me. That'll just have to do. Very there. All right. Okay. Oh, bloody hell. All right. Good morning and welcome to the wonderful house of Brak. Okay, so we've got 9 people in here. Well, that's all very exciting. Let me go through the comments and see what I've missed. Oh, look, thanks, G. Thanks for getting on and helping me out and telling people what was happening. Yeah, this computer is old. It's probably 7 or 10 years old, and it wasn't my turn to actually get a new one. The daughters and the daughter and the wife, they need one, so who knows when I'm going to get one. Yeah, it's just, I'll be using my daughter's old computer. She bought one herself, so it's about 2 years old, so I haven't gone in there and set everything up yet. So yeah, okay. Let's have a look. No, the power lock. Yes, I'm very scared of the power lock. The problem is you go out in the sun and you're too brilliant. And yeah, all right. So you'll chat amongst yourself. Okay. All right. Okay. I was thinking of doing a little bit of a Q&A to start things up to get people going, unless you just want the prizes or whatever. We can go from there. So, who sounds a bit dodgy? Are you just talking to yourself? Okay. So, anyone got any questions? How now that there's been almost a week from the news of 9th, are we settling in? Are we finding it as not as bad as we first thought, or are we still running around scared, thinking, "Oh no, this is the worst thing"? Me personally, I'm not bothered. At first, it was, "Oh no, I don't want a new edition," because I just didn't want one. I couldn't really see the need for it. But now it's there. Look, it's gonna be. So I might just get tiny reverb with the mic. Yeah. Look, I'm sorry about that. How about if I just stay a little bit further? Is that better? Bad Moon's excited about 9th. Yeah. Look. It should be good. It should be good. Oh, look at the light matches the blue halo. It's Angel Brak. Yeah. Look, what I really like, the logo. From a marketing point of view, they're doing some pretty amazing stuff. It's the logo's great. The hashtag new 40k is brilliant, and that teaser video. Oh man, that's one. I have been watching that over and over again. It's just brilliant. I love it. When it comes to the rules and that, what they're talking about, lots of motherhood statements, but we don't know. Until we see actual rules, we're not going to, I don't think we can make any sort of hard and fast predictions until until we see something. I just don't know. So yeah. Oh yeah, yes, it was great. It's probably one of the best things I have seen them do, especially when it comes to their animation side of stuff. It's taken them a long time to actually get some decent stuff. They've obviously found people who are actually good at it. Because remember the movie? Remember that movie? Yeah. Oh well. It's a shame. The story was okay, but just. Look, I got a notification. Apparently, this guy called Brak, the war boss, is announcing the winners of his competition. Ah, oh, that's a nice name. Yeah. So, as the trailer was on point. Yeah, very on point. Although there was a talk about somewhere. Oh, that silly James Workshop stuff. Look, that's a little bit too cheesy for my liking. But they did made a mention about soup not being a thing. But in the trailer, you've got guard sisters and ultra smurfs. That's soupy as heck, isn't it? So I don't know. I don't think they're meant to marry up as much. Yeah, I think sometimes these trailers are just meant to be a bit of a teaser. Yeah, gee, he's a bit of a twat. Yeah. Coffee, coffee, coffee. How's the hobby been going, guys? Been working hard, working hard on stuff. Got some good stuff. Sister Smurf soup, sure. No soup and none. No. Hopefully a nice hearty mushroom stew to whack people over the head with. That'd be nice. Yeah. Is having different clans in your own is that mushroom soup? I don't think so. Look, this is what I've been up to. The Red McAfee Tank Busters. Yeah, you can't go wrong. There is what I've done so far on Little Mech's Shack. Now, I'll get it up, get a table, put it on a table, but in the future, I'm going to be putting a little base on it and a bit more terrain. I might have a little bit of a bench coming out and some governors and things like that. That's what's going to happen in the long run. But just to quickly get stuff onto a table so I can actually invite some people over and have a bit of a game, and then do a few things. Should be fine. Imperial Soup is right by me from a law point of view, just not mixing factions. Yeah. It's well, you could do it. I don't mind the idea of, say, if you had something like guard and then a small load of say Space Marines coming to help you out, because that's sort of nice law-wise. However, having one chapter master looking after a whole lot of just having a whole HQ unit and then no space and just no other Space Marines just sounds a bit naff. But then that's just people just trying to get the best out of the game, I suppose. And really, if that's their thing, that's their thing. If I am playing, even in tournaments, I do prefer to play a more fluff-based army, and not because it means that my fluff-based army is going to win. Just it's nice to see an army that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Few tank busters might to try a speed freak army for the 9th. That'd be good. That'd be great. I'm hoping that these rules might, because they're talking about tanks, but hoping they might make vehicles a little bit better, stay on the tail a bit more. I'd really like to get a bit more bang out of buck for those buggies. A whole lot of buggies. So that'd be fun. We'll see. But I'm going to try and get my first video out. That'd be great. I'm looking forward to that. Guys, if you've put a video out this week and I haven't commented on it, I think that's basically because I haven't got to it. There's so much content at the moment, and I was just trying to get through it. I think I have. So I've mainly been concentrating on the orc stuff at the moment and hopefully getting through. But boy, there's been a lot of stuff dropped this week. And yeah. All my units having vehicles or being vehicles. Yeah, that would be good. I'd love to go back to a good mech army. I really want to get back to running dread mobs and cans again. I miss that. Remember in 8 when it all first dropped and orcs only had access to a couple of command points. I was running I was doing can and dread lists and doing reasonably well out of it. Kind of 6th, I think the 3rd was the best I got in 1,000 point list. And my 1,000 point list was Mognaut, Dread, 2 custom mega cannon mech guns, and a mixture of 5 cans. I think I had Grotzukas and rockets. Then I went for rockets because Grotzukas weren't working out that well. And the only orc I had was a big mech with a custom force field, and he was following things around, and he had a big chopper. And yeah, that was a great. It was fun. It was loads of fun. Struggled against some of those AdMech armies with the robots, but anything else at that time. This is early days. This is basically in the first 6 months. It was fantastic. And then the codex dropped and a few things changed, and then I basically stopped playing there for a while. Our tournament scene did a lot of double tournaments, and so I found that in tournaments I went to the other army, the Raven Wing. So that was fun. But this year I decided to go back and I wanted to concentrate on orcs. And then the dreaded lurgy happened, and yeah, so I haven't had a game. It's all been very sad. Okay, if I can build a mech dread, I might be able to get a can kit, turn it into 3 death dreads. Oh yeah, that'd be fun. I have an old, one of the old dreads. I'm not putting it on the table because it just looks so tiny against the others, and I want to use it, but I'm sure. I just think it looks a bit. Especially it looks so tiny. It's just like it's a bit like if a can took a bit of steroids. My orcs struggled hard with Dark Elder until the codex dropped. Look, I have always found it hard against Dark Elder. It's been they and Necrons are just something I have never been able to work out. but I think that is because of the players I come up against. They are in the competitive side when it comes to the tourneys. They're up in the higher tiers, and so I've always struggled. Um, yeah, but everything else not an issue. Having a few issues with Space Marines at the moment. There's a ultramarine guy who, when all that new codex, all that stuff came out, before then we were, I think I've said this before, we were sort of one game, he'd win, one game, I'd win, and we sort of working each other out. And then when that dropped, he just wiped the floor with me, and I still haven't been able to work him out. So he might just have the drop on my play. So I've just got to mix things up. And that was also the time when I decided to change from going hordes to finding another solution, which is better for the old back. Okay. So who we got now? So Essex, Navani. Navani's here. Yay, just dropping in. It's 1:20 a.m. here. Okay, well, it's 9:20 here. So I think all that's going to happen is going to happen. No one's asked me any questions, so you just obviously like the idea that I'm just rambling on the things. So shall we do this thing? Are we ready? We all, I should say. Okay. Let me see anything. Like a good ramble. Yeah, well, I must admit, I do ramble a lot, and hopefully the go go for it. Okay, drum on the roll. Okay, so I'm now up to 108 subscribers, so that's all really good. So thanks, guys. Thanks for helping out. Hopefully you're liking the stuff. Hopefully I'm getting better. Hopefully I'm not getting worse. Yeah, 108 subscribers. Funny there this week, just watching the things go up and down. So yeah, and I had a bit of a chat to Gunner about it, and he was saying that what happens with the algorithms when you do quite well, your posts go out to the normal people who are following you. So that's the subscribers first. So it goes out to them, but when it gets better, then it goes to the subscribers that don't always see you, and sometimes they're reminded that you still exist, and they go, "Well, I wasn't watching him," so they unsubscribe, and that rings true because I have seen a similar thing with email subscriptions. Now I have a business and I have an email subscriber list, and I find that sometimes when people see you for a little while, they just go, "Oh, I've not seen him," so they're reminded, go, "Oh yeah, he's around," and kind so that sort of works. Yeah, people still watch the channel. G, it's good. It's getting there. You can never get worse. Hiya, it's me. Is that a backhanded compliment or an insult? I don't know. Yeah, well, I reckon I could get worse. I reckon if I tried it really hard, I'd probably tell. Yeah, well, I think. Look, I think now that some of us guys who have just started, be getting into about a month or two, we've got over the lock-in syndrome that was happening. A lot of people were online going through YouTube videos because TV's crap, and they'd seen everything on Netflix they wanted to watch. So not bothered about subs, just want people to get notified. Yeah, yeah. Look, it's a I look for me. It's subs a little bit because I'm trying to future proof this to get an income because I'm getting closer to retirement age and I'm semi-retired at the moment and I like buying stuff. So a little bit of money to help with this hobby would be a wonderful thing. Because unfortunately, I can't buy all the shiny things when we need clothes and the daughter needs food. Families, you got to feed them. It's a problem. They get upset if they don't get food in them, especially Team Something have helped more than the Tube. Their FB pages. Yeah, yeah. Look, yeah, that's the trick with this, guys. If you are thinking about trying to get your exposure out there, multiple channels, and try and get the channels. So I'm on YouTube, YouTube, of course, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Trying to work out Discord, seeing if that sort of works, and exposure. Trying to get all the feeds that go into YouTube, which then bounces over to what they call that stuff. I've lost it, Patreon, but that's a future thing, and hopefully that'll flow through later. So it's trying to find out where your people are, what social channels work for you. Facebook works for me a lot better. I must admit, I'm doing a lot better on Facebook here with Brak than I am with my business page. But my business is fairly niche, and the algorithms, business, the old Mr. Facebook wants he wants money from businesses. He wants me to spend on advertising, and I can't do that. 3 different org forums. Yeah, org forums and FB groups are great. I haven't gone into Reddit yet. It's I don't know. I don't know about Reddit. I should get there and have a look. I mainly use Reddit for my work with researching, because forums are really good places to get to find out what the market's doing. So, but I haven't gone on there to talk because I sometimes trolls and people they shit me, and if I'm having a depression day, then my depression turns to anger, and I'll just go off. I'll turn to angry Brak, and we don't that. Pinterest, I don't know. I should do it. Becomes electronic word of mouth. Yeah, yeah. So, and that's what it is. Any forum out there, Facebook groups, I do like, but however, there are some people who are running Facebook groups at the moment. I've noticed a few of some who are protecting their own. They obviously got their business or their tube to that's the YouTube or whatever. They're protecting it so much they don't want other people to put YouTubes on, which it goes against the whole idea of community. And I think what Skana's doing with 40k orc community is great. It goes out there. Sometimes it gets a bit spammy, but sometimes it doesn't. Like, these things take cycles, and especially at the moment when there's so many new YouTubers out here, just trying to get out there, it can be a little horrible. So hopefully now that I've worked out a schedule that you'll probably see less spam from me, especially with the Brak labeling. Hopefully, if I'm doing stuff, I'll just put this sort of stuff on to try and showcase some of the models and what I'm up to doing. But yeah, look, it's a fine line when you are trying to market. You need to get your brand out there, but you also need to do it in a way that you don't upset people. And spam can mean many things to many people. In my business, I have one of my services is to, well, it used to be, I dropped that, but I used to go and find email and contact details for other businesses, which means it's sort of clashed with some of the spam rules that we got. And so a lot of people had some very strong opinions about what spam is. So you've got the I don't want to see this, so therefore it's spam, ranging all the way up to the technical things and side of things. So it can be a bit tricky. I used to give tutorials on what spam was in the light of the Spam Act in Australia. That's all boring stuff, I know, sorry. Okay, so let's just remind you what you're going to get. How's that? Can we see it? Can we see it? Better? No, that's not good at all. That's better. There it is. Yay. Okay. Welcome, Sebastian. Let's put Sebastian in. Oh, there we go. Okay, so there is. Got Gretchen. Oh, is it Squeaker or was it there? So here's one thing. This musician, great. Number 2. So I like him. He's great. I just wondered if you could turn these symbols somehow into some psychic energy to make him look like a bit of a got psyker. Unfortunately, my skills aren't that good. So if anyone could do that, that'd be great. Okay. Okie dokie. And then there's the old freebooter war boss. He's a great little guy. Fantastic. Then we have a Stormboy knob. He's a knob. It says so. It says so there, which I don't see. So, okay. And you've got the heads and stuff like that. Look, I think you've all seen them before. That's what you're going to get. And let's do this. Here is a bowl. There is 54 names in here, and which I all cut up this morning. And we have 4 double ups. So that's really interesting when it comes in. So I do this, try and take away the ceiling, fiddle. I have one piece of paper, and it is Nick Tomlin. Can you see that? Nick Tomlin. Now, I don't know if you're on here, Nick. I don't think you are. I will get in contact with you very, very shortly after I've done this and work out where you live and send it off to you. So, yeah, congratulations, Nick, and thank you all very much. I'm probably going to leave it here. I do need another. Oh, Nick's added G on Facebook. Yeah, look, I am getting a lot of Facebook requests, and I'm sort of looking at them. Yeah, look, I'm just if I can't work out who you are and I don't know and I haven't talked to you, you're going to be put on until I talk to you in other places. I just want to make sure I know who you are and what you are. And also, as a bit of warning, I am a big fat hippie. Um, and I am quite political in my. I can get quite political in my Facebook streams. So, yeah, if you don't like those sort of things, if science nerds spouting things, talking about evidence a lot can trigger some people, then I might not be the best place for you. So that's why I try not to do this sort of. That's why I won't talk about science and politics and religion and all that sort of stuff on this channel because that's it. So so I have to make sure that just be careful if you do if you are my friend, I may say something, and if you try and engage with me, I have some people who are a little bit more left than I am. They may jump on me. I try not to. Unfortunately, some of your family, some of your friends, but yeah, it can get really. So sometimes it's not it might not be a safe place for those on the other side, but always try and bring it down. But yeah, don't get me going on politics. Yeah, no, we shouldn't talk about that. I'm just letting you know that that if you want to be my friend, there might be some things you might not see if you're easily triggered. Yeah. Okay, so Nick, thank you very much. Thank you everyone else. So we got who do we have on that I saw? We had Disson Snotgood. So thanks, Rivets and Dagger. Gar, my old mate, great. G, George, thank you. Essex Boys, Sebastian Hovenas was on, so thank you for there. I think Pale, my old mate Pale. How many subs are you up to, Pale? I'm not beating you. I won't get there. Hi, it's me. That's actually a name. And Angus. Bill was on really early, but I haven't seen much from Bill. He probably left when I played around. So I'm sorry, it's 33 minutes. I really have nothing else to talk about. I need another cup of coffee. So guys, once again, thank you all. And tomorrow I'm doing a premiere of the 3rd episode of The Best Clan. Oh, he's still there. Bill's a bit of a lurker. That's okay. So 9 o'clock Sunday, be a premiere. I will be on, hopefully, a bit of a chat. So you can have a bit, so we can do wars and whatever about that sort of stuff. So that's this time tomorrow. And then June, I get a schedule. So basically every Saturday, 9 o'clock, because it sort of works here. So around about this time, it works quite well. I will be premiering one video. Check out my Facebook page. It's a pinned link. You'll find out what I'm up to. And on the last Friday of the month, I'll be doing my Coffee with Brak updates. So hopefully that will be what's happening. And yeah, if something comes up, I might do something midweek. But I've got to start thinking about my business at the moment. So I probably shouldn't be working. I've been doing so much work on these things. So hopefully everyone up there, get some sleep, have a good night, and all those this side of the world where we are, it's a nice sunny day. Get out, get some sun, have some fun, and enjoy the weekend. And remember, if you're going crumping, bash early and bash often.